All right, so we managed to get the Arrowquip calving pen into the shop, thawed out, put the new floor on it. That turned out okay. It's rubber at least. I wish that that had come from the factory that way because it took a little bit of time today that we could use for other things, but that's just the way that it is. We spent a big part of our day trying to engineer how to build a roof over this thing because trying to figure out how to get cows in and out of it. I've never used this piece of equipment before, so I'm not quite sure how skittish cows are going to be, or whether or not this should be on the edge of the platform, or whether the step up is better, or I mean, just all these things I'm trying to figure out in the absence of experience. But what we're going to do is build a roof over this starting tomorrow. We decided to shunt the whole pen down to one end of the platform, leaving this corner, because what I'm going to do is build a calving warming area there, and that way I can put some shelves in there, maybe put some of my basic calving tools, but also much more importantly, then I'll have two calving warming areas, calf warming areas, so that I'm not just relying on one in case there's a problem. So this whole thing should start to come together here in the next day or two. My goal is to be able to leave it open enough that if this doesn't work, I can pull the calf pen out here and do something different with it. Obviously, it would be ideal to have it in a much larger building, but that's just not practical right now. And next year, I don't intend to have these BS winter calves. I'm going to time my calves to be born in May so that we don't have to have all of this stress. But for now, I got to do something, and the best thing I can think of to do is to put it in a little building here. When it was outside, for example, it was so full of snow and ice that the self catch, the head gate there wouldn't work. It was all jammed up. And then the gate's not going to work properly, and it's just a nightmare in the snow. So I've got to get it out of the snow, but I have to put it in a building that the cows will go into and that I can still have access to all the features of the pen. So I haven't seen anybody else do this. Everything I see on YouTube or wherever is always these beautiful, huge, big barns and temperate areas. But when you live up north like this, got to make do with what you got. So we're going to build this up, and hopefully we're going to get this done with enough time. These first calves are technically due any day now. So we got to hustle, hustle, hustle here.